Mr. Marchese has moved second reading of Bill 183. All those in favour of the motion will please rise and remain standing until recorded by the clerk.
Mr. Marchese.
Mr. Marchese.
Mr. Cleese.
Mr. Cleese.
Mr. Cormos.
Mr. Cormos.
Mr. Bisson.
Mr. Bisson.
Mr. Tabbins.
Mr. Tabbins.
Ms. DeNovo.
Ms. DeNovo.
Mr. Proulx.
Mr. Proulx.
Mr. Hardeman.
Mr. Hardeman.
Mr. Chudley.
Mr. Chudley.
Mr. Miller Hamilton East Stony Creek.
Mr. Miller Hamilton East Stony Creek.
Mr. Crater.
Mr. Crater.
All those opposed to the motion will please rise and remain standing until recorded by the clerk.
Mr. Phillips.
Mr. Phillips.
Mr. Ruprecht.
Mr. Ruprecht.
Mr. Quinter.
Mr. Quinter.
Ms. Best.
Ms. Best.
Mr. Sergio.
Mr. Sergio.
Ms. Broughton.
Ms. Broughton.
Mr. Souza.
Mr. Souza.
Mr. Arthurs.
Mr. Arthurs.
Mr. Berardinetti.
Mr. Berardinetti.
Ms. Sandals.
Ms. Sandals.
Mr. Rinaldi.
Mr. Rinaldi.
Mr. Ramal.
Mr. Ramal.
Mr. Quadri.
Mr. Quadri.
Mr. Coular.
Mr. Coular.
Mr. Flynn.
Mr. Flynn.
Mr. Dillon.
Mr. Dillon.
Mr. Balkison.
Mr. Balkison.
Ms. Albanese.
Ms. Albanese.
Mr. Moridi.
Mr. Moridi.
Ms. Mangas.
Ms. Mangas.
Ms. Jassic.
Ms. Jassic.
Ms. Pendergast.
Ms. Pendergast. The ayes are 10, the nays are 22.
The ayes being 10, the nays being 22, I declare the motion lost. All matters relating to private members' public business having been completed, do now call orders of the day. Minister without portfolio.
Mr. Speaker, I move adjournment of the House.
Pleasure of the House that the motion carried. Carried. The House stands adjourned till Monday at 10:30 a.m.